Good afternoon, this is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group. We are looking at rates and 10-year note yields. Yeah, they continue to hold the range. We did see a wider day range, but we are still well anchored into that range that we set from middle of May to end of May, that 310 down close to 280, and that's been the range for, now going on 3 months, and we have yet to really see any sort of break. We've tested both sides of the range a couple of times, and we've not seen any kind of momentum that pushed us through. So market remains well anchored in that range. Today we settled roughly unchanged where we were the day before, and I think that we had a wider range, but ultimately it seems that the market's just kind of waiting. We have a holiday weekend coming up, likewise employment next week, so there's a couple of things the market may be looking at down the road, but nothing that was going to throw trade off today. And if you look at implied volatility, it has been trading sideways, which was a little bit odd as we traded towards the edge of the range and then back to the middle. Typically the market volatility comes off. Well, we were a day off, so market volatility started to really head lower today, actually near the year-to-date lows. And if we continue to hold, 10-year yield somewhere between 285 and 295, that will continue to push even lower. No fear in the Treasury market right now, at least being expressed that way. I think the fact that yields continue to be pushed lower, it may be one indication, but ultimately I think that volatility is not very significant in reading what's going on around the world. And if you looking for any demand in Treasuries, you look no further than this week's auctions. 2- and 5-year auctions seem to get off with moderate demand, but we saw very strong demand for today's 7-year. So I think that there are still interested buyers out there. Demand is high, and I think that as long as there's trouble brewing, whether it be in Europe, whether it be in China, whether it be with trade talks, whatever it is, you will continue to see those buyers looking for some kind of quality, and they will continue to come here as evidenced by this week's auction demand. So right now, 10-year notes holding the range. I think leaning towards a little bit of a bullish sentiment, but ultimately we have yet to see, and we'll have to wait until we get through SEP FOMC, I think, to get a real clear picture of what's going to happen, the model for what's going to happen in the fourth quarter. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group.